Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching the news at 10 on Channels Television. A reminder of our top stories. Nigerian army authorities confirm raid on UN building in Maiduguri, says it acted on tip-off about planned attacks on military locations by Boko Haram terrorists. Acting President Professor Yemi Osinbajo inaugurates panel to investigate alleged rights abuse and extrajudicial killings by Nigerian soldiers. Pro- and anti-Buhari protesters clash in Abuja as police quell breakdown of law and order. And Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta is re-elected president even as opposition parties reject the result, describing it as fraud. On our top stories and others, please visit our website channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from the respective stores. The Channels TV and Channels 24 apps will give you access to news and updates. You also have access to the Eyewitness feature with which you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu, and please follow the instructions. Let's take a look at the pictures that you sent into our Eyewitness portal. Let's begin with this picture of a dilapidated building, which our Eyewitness reporter says houses the oldest primary school in Sabongeri area of Kaduna State. He is sad at the state of things and wants government to intervene. Next is this image showing the effect of erosion on this road in Edo State. Our Eyewitness reporter is concerned over the impact of this on residents and is calling for urgent help. Well, still on roads is this image of a bad one from Ibilo, also in Edo State. Our Eyewitness reporter who sent this says the state of the road is worse as one goes closer, so much that motorists have to drive through neighboring communities to escape it. He laments the adverse effect as many vehicles are stuck for hours. He wants the federal government to fix this and quickly too. Finally is this picture from Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway showing this bad portion of the road. Our Eyewitness reporter says motorists are subjected to untold hardships, pleading with the federal government to come to their aid. Thank you for sending in those pictures. We ask that you keep them coming. Commuters and other road users on Akpajo-Eleme Road in River State have been lamenting the hardship they experience using the partially collapsed Eleme Bridge. The collapsed bridge has also made it difficult for many of them traveling on the east-west road to access other parts of the country. The road, which serves as a link to Akwa Ibom and Cross River State, is beginning to generate concerns due to its bad condition. A part of the bridge caved in on Thursday, but no casualties were reported.
Since around 6 o'clock I've been in this place. Since 6 o'clock they are off till now. No way to going back. Because of the bridge. The Eleme bridge has collapsed. And the Eleme boys now don't already come block the road totally. Because of the way federal government abandoned this road. The only road we're going to people get is only the road. All the trailers that benefit Nigeria, that benefit this country, they are running in this road. Look at company everywhere. And we are suffering. We cannot even see where to pass. And a lot of things, federal government benefit from this road. A lot of trailer, you can see it by yourself. Why government not even get sympathy among Ogoni people? You can get, and this road is leading to Akwa Ibom. Look at all of us lying down here. Since 6 o'clock. And here, look at all my passengers.
Well, let's go over to our Abuja studios where Gloria Mozoke has some more stories.
Hello, Millicent. Barely 24 hours to the non-elective convention of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, the party's caretaker committee chairman is extending hands of fellowship to its ousted national chairman, Senator Ali Modu Sheriff. National Publicity Secretary of the party, Mr. Dayo Adeyeye, describes Saturday's convention as a unity convention to form a common front against the ruling All Progressives Congress in 2019. The PDP lost the opportunity to elect principal officers of the party during its controversial Port Harcourt convention in August 16, 2016. The aftermath of that convention plunged the party into a protracted legal battle that lasted for 14 months between Senator Ahmed Markafi and Senator Ali Modu Sheriff.
The policy of no victor, no vanquish has been faithfully implemented by the National Tactical Committee. So we are going to have a unity convention tomorrow. Everybody has been brought together. Everybody has been integrated. It's a unity convention. I want to assure you that those who are on the other side, who are with Sheriff, while we had the protracted court case, virtually all of them have been included to serve in these convention committees. Go and check the list. There is no legal issue at all regarding this convention. So just let it be at that. If people make attempts that are not successful, we shouldn't bother ourselves about that. There are no legal issues affecting the convention, no order, no nothing from any court concerning this convention. He also asked whether the attempt to secure a court order is coming from the southwest. Since it's not an issue, it's not necessary to even talk about where it is coming from. We just believe that there is nothing at all. We are going to have a convention that hasn't got any legal encumbrances tomorrow. We are free. Everything is convention is going to hold legally and constitutionally, and there is no problem affecting it at all. So just let it leave it at that.
Well, ahead of the November 18 governorship election in Anambra State, the incumbent governor, Willie Obiano, is promising to increase the level of development in the state as he vows to retain the governorship seat for the All Progressives Grand Alliance. Speaking in Abuja shortly after submitting his nomination form, Governor Obiano pledges to create more jobs in his second tenure, in addition to generating increased revenue that will reduce the state's dependence on federal allocation.
The stage appears set for the political battle over who governs Anambra State as Governor Willie Obiano submits his nomination form at the National Secretariat of the All Progressives Grand Alliance in Abuja.
We'll give you acknowledgement. Let's go through it first. What do I do?
Governor Obiano enthusiastically announces his plans for the people of Anambra State.
Again, I want to institutionalize the achievements I've made in the first 3.5 years or so, and also watch some of my projects actualize, like the airport that will be ready in 3 years. I'll be around to commission that.
The national chairman of the party and the chairman of the Willie Obiano campaign organization open up on the forthcoming governorship election.
We have followed due process. Ordinarily, the governor would have stayed in Oka and send somebody to come and drop the form. His director general is here, but we didn't do that. You have to come here.
Obiano will win the election. If he will not win the election, they will not be throwing spanners on his way, hurdles. They want to stop him from being a candidate. If they will beat him in the election, they allow him to go and contest without any challenge.
Away from the elections, Governor Obiano, who is gunning for a second term in office, having ruled Anambra State from 2014 to date, comments on the August 6, 2017 killing at St. Patrick Catholic Church, Ozubulu, which claimed numerous lives.
We're taking precautions. We have a lead. We have some names. The police has it already. And I'm very confident that we'll resolve this case very soon.
Anambra is the only state in Nigeria governed by the All Progressive Grand Alliance, and this has been since 2005. With the promise of a level playing field for all governorship aspirants, the party will hold its primary election on the 15th of August to pick its candidate for the November 18 governorship election.
Well, the Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed September the 11th for its judgment in the suit seeking to recall Senator Dino Melaye, representing Kogi West, from the Nigerian Senate. Justice Nnamdi Dimgba gave the ruling today, precisely 4 days after consolidating the two suits challenging the recall. The senator had attempted to stop his recall by his constituents by seeking a court's prayer to declare the petition from his constituency illegal. He had also prayed the court for a declaration that the petition forwarded to INEC was invalid and of no effect, alleging that it was signed by fictitious, dead and non-existing persons. Health authorities in Ogun State have confirmed the outbreak of Lassa fever in the state, and the victim is a 20-year-old patient who has now been moved to one of the isolation centers set up by the state government. The State Commissioner for Health, Babatunde Ipaye, says 66 persons who had contacted with the victims, had been put under observation. The Health Commissioner wants residents to be calm while assuring them of adequate response and surveillance in case of another outbreak. He, however, challenged them to always maintain good environmental and personal hygiene to contain the spread of the fever.
The first case of Lassa for year 2017 was reported in Ogun State yesterday. It was a case of a 20-year-old boy who is a school start liver and also works with some of these granite transporting companies. He had been to somewhere in Lagos, particularly Badagry, 4 days before he presented in the hospital. We have managed him because you know that we are prepared. Our epidemiology and response team have always expected that this is the season of Lassa. If you understand from the conversation we have had in the past, the epidemiology of Lassa usually starts when the raining and planting season are here. And usually when farmers go to disturb the traditional habitation or location of these multi-mammoth rats, we already have 2 isolation centers, as you are aware, one in the teaching hospital in Shagamu, one at the Federal Medical Center in Abuja here. These isolation centers have been in existence for almost 2 years. Even when we didn't have cause to use them in the last couple of months, it was part of our preparedness for emergencies like this.
Well, the ease of doing business and an enabling environment are now making development partners and investors compete to invest in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria. One of them is the African Export-Import Bank, which is collaborating with Ogun State to facilitate intra-African trade. Another is the Nigeria Initiative for Economic Development, which is seeking to partner with the state government in the areas of housing, electricity, waste to wealth, agriculture and capacity building.
Our consultants, Mike.
It was a busy day for Governor Ibekule Amosu as development partners take turns to brainstorm with the governor and discuss ways to grow the state's economy. First is the African Export-Import Bank, whose delegation is in Abuja, the state capital, to continue discussions on their initiative to promote exports from Ogun State and establish a business certification center.
The implementation of the Inspection and Certification Center for this project to be able to generate more export from Nigeria, from Ogun State, to Europe, to US, and to the world.
Without hesitation, Governor Amosu throws his weight behind the initiative.
We are the industrial hub of Nigeria. There's no state that have the number of industries that we have here in Nigeria. Truly, if there's a place that will clearly be in sync with your ideas, be in sync with what you want to do, then that state must be Ogun State.
Next is a combined team of Nigeria-America Chamber of Commerce and Nigeria Initiative for Economic Development. What they want is an enabling environment and government's approval for a medium and long-term development plan in real estate.
Our goal is we wanted to have a mini city in this city. What do I mean by that? A top-class estate where folks who live in diaspora, they want to come and live there. We want to have an estate that is self-sustaining. We want to use embedded power, hybrid of solar and gas.
The host, Governor Ibekule Amosu, receives the development plan of the combined team of partners, giving them a nod with high expectations and a mandate to deliver to specifications.
It is possible when you have the vision, the passion, the determination to get it done. but it is the collective efforts, collective responsibility of everybody.
With increasing interest of the development partners in Ogun State, the people can now look forward to a gateway state that will ultimately put Nigeria on a larger map.
When the News at 10 returns, Nigeria sets to boost its local refining capacity with a new modular refinery grant from the U.S. Trade and Development Agency. That's some business news. Let's join us again.